Alright, so this is a brief guided tour of my studio here in the Chicago Wicker Park neighborhood. That includes large condensers like this Rode NT2 and these two AKG 414 C414Bs. This is the XLS version. That is a Shure SM81 small condenser, great for hi-hats and other instruments, brass and so forth. I've got two AKG 451Bs. These are also small condenser with pads and roll-off and so forth. These are Royer SF1 ribbon mics. These are Sennheiser MD421 dynamic mics. This is a Shure Beta 52A dynamic mic for kick. And then various SM57 mics. These are the old traditional SM57s and then the Beta 57s. For preamps, I have these FMR RNPs, and also inserted into those are these FMR RNC compressors. So each of these is 2-channel mic pre. This is a PreSonus Eureka single channel strip, and then the Avalon 737 737, sorry. And that's my nicest channel strip right there with mic pre, compression, EQ, so on. I run this Digi Design 003 Rack Plus 8-channel simultaneous digital audio, analog to digital, digital to analog converter. This is a TC Electronic finalizer. This Alesis Masterlink hard disk recorder, CD burner. The computer is actually a Mac Pro, which is downstairs. I run the cables up here, so it's not in the same room. These are Dynaudio monitors, powered. I'm running at the moment Pro Tools 8. Alright, so that kind of takes care of the console area. For keyboards, I have this old Hammond M3. Nice vintage piece. I have a Nord Electro Lead 2. Then we have this Yamaha Motif 6. Various Neutron effects. Alright, for instruments, this is a banjo, Deering Boston model banjo. I have a Dobro resonator, acoustic. The Martin OM21 acoustic. This is a Padula MVP5 bass, Bartolini pickups, active electronics, but replaced the preamp with the Aguilar active system. Makes it sound a lot better, actually. That is an SWR Redhead, which used for rehearsals, also for recording, but I have various direct boxes as well for recording. The drum set is a Gretsch Catalina, somewhat middle of the road, maple kit, Remo heads on it. Zildjian cymbals. This is a vintage Zildjian Ride, and then we have a Zildjian Thin Crash, which I guess at this point is also probably vintage, as well as Zildjian hi-hats. Pearl kick pedal. I forget what the model is, but that's their upper end kick pedal. And I replaced the snare with this Craviato single ply maple snare. Probably worth more than the rest of the kit, actually. Various percussion, like a set of congas, some bongos, other hand percussion, and so forth. PA mainly for rehearsals again. JBL Eon 15s. For electric guitar equipment, this is a Vox AC-15. It's a vintage piece, not one of the new Chinese things. This is a PV Classic 30 tube amp. Actually sounds pretty decent. I gig with that a lot. Matchless Clubman 30 or 35 watt head with reverb. That's my nicest amp. This is a Rivera Knucklehead, which is a 100 watt crunch machine. Really, it's kind of a beast. And then this is a 410 with Celestion 50 watt 10-inch drivers in it. Cabinet, handmade by me, rosewood, open back. For guitars, that's just a Gibson, kind of a cheap little Gibson with those P90s in it. This is a G&L Comanche Strat. I'm canceling pickups. That is another bass, a 4-string Yamaha bass with a Seymour Duncan pickup in it. Back there is a PRS Custom 24, which I replaced the pickups in there. Those are Gibson 57 Classics. Just put a 3-way switch in there to replace the rotary thing. Nice guitar, flat, very large radius fretboard. This is my Gibson ES345 custom shop. Semi-hollow, kind of sounds, it's more like a construction-wise, kind of like a hollowed out Les Paul, really. And a G&L ASAT Classic Telly. And that is pretty much the whole studio. This is Chicago. Normally you'd be able to see the skyline, but somehow Chicago has been relocated to northern Canada this year. I don't know, it's freezing out there. This is typically a nice spot to hang out with in the summertime, furniture and so forth. And that is the studio.